Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Very recently I happened to go to one school, and for about 1 hour 30 minutes I could deliver lecture on value-based life, value-based education, value-based aspects in the life. I explained every aspect of values for high school students, and finally I permitted to ask questions. One girl came forward and directly and sharply asked the question, and with the statement saying that what government of India is doing against JNU students can never be tolerated, and it is the criminal mistake that the government is doing against Kannaya Kumar, and the government of India is responsible for the death of suicide of Rohit Vemula, and that 9th standard student happened to be the daughter of a professor in a college, and she was so violently, ferociously fighting for the freedom of the JNU students. And also what happened in Hyderabad University, even though she was studying in the 9th standard. I congratulated her for asking such a question so boldly, and finally I explained word by word, and the hanging of Afzal Guru was responsible for bombing or attacking our parliament. That order was not given by Government of India. It was not given by any rulers of India. It was given by the Supreme Court. And Supreme Court, after thorough verification, also gave the verdict of hanging Yaqub Memon. And when Indians learning in our own universities, when they support the terrorism, and when they become themselves the terrorists, and they silently watch the terrorism working against India, they are also equal to terrorists, either silently or violently supporting or directly involving in terrorism. They are all terrorists only. And this girl, without listening to any of these points, she sharply supported Afzal Guru, saying that there is no proof that Afzal Guru did anything against Indian Parliament, and she was violently telling that there is no proof that Afzal Guru or Yaqub Memon is responsible for the Bombay blast bomb blast in Bombay or attack of Parliament. But I word by word I explained everything to the students and this particular girl, but she never accepted even a single point from that, and happened to be the school leader. While delivering the vote of thanks to me, she was so ferociously telling that I never agree with Dr. Gopalakrishnan. I will support Yaqub Memon, I will support Afzal Guru, I will be fighting with the JNU students, and I will be always repenting for Rohit Vemula, and what Kannaya Kumar did is perfectly right, and I will fight against India government supporting these people. Even if I am sent away from India, sitting in Pakistan, I will work against India, and I am thinking about the pain suffered by Kannaya Kumar and also Rohit Vemula. And whenever I counted it, she went to that extent saying that I will never hesitate to become a terrorist for fighting against India. A 9th standard student shouting and screaming like this in front of hundreds of the students from that particular school, and everything happened afternoon. A group of CPM workers called the management of the school and asked the management whether Dr. Gopalakrishnan came to the school for spreading the message of BJP or teaching the values. And Gopalakrishnan should not have been allowed to talk against JNU students or terrorism, or he should not have been allowed to talk against Kannaiah Kumar. And if such thing happen, it will be very bad and the school authorities will face the consequences of that. So remember that your daughter, your son getting trapped into an anti-national activity, pro-terrorist activity, if it happens, you are responsible for that. This 9th standard student, a girl, might not have reached this level with the support, without the support of the parents, without the support of the group or the nearby friends. The girl may be good, but her vision, attitude, approach and what she thinks about her own future is that she will be opting for terrorism, to fight against India, even if she had to go to Pakistan. But these words coming out from the mind, from the core of the mind, partly responsible from the parents or partly supported by the party members, but they are very careful to see that their children are not involved in this type of things. Somebody else's children, if happen to be trapped in the terrorist hands, they cannot come back. So I request every parent to be careful about your children. Be careful about your children, whether getting trapped in the hands of the Muslims or whether getting trapped in the hands of the anti-nationals, whether getting trapped into the hands of somebody else. Once lost, lost forever. A Hindu girl, when get entrapped into a negative system, no Hindu boy will marry that girl. And Muslims are ready to accept any type of Hindu girl. What they want to see that at least one Hindu is getting converted into Islam. So your girl or your boy should not get trapped into this type of anti-national activity, anti-national thoughts. Anything of this sort is happening, I am very sure that police and intelligence groups are watching for this. Police and intelligence groups are watching such type of activities, and your daughter or your son, when getting entrapped into this type of anti-national activities or anti-national preaching, that will end in somewhere else. It will definitely give you a permanent mental pain which may even affect your future life and also the future life of the girl or boy. Be careful. Look after your children perfectly. Never inject anti-national activity, non-patriotic activity in the mind of your children. They are the beloved children of India. Whether Narendra Modi is ruling India, Sonia Gandhi is ruling India, or Rahul Gandhi is ruling India. These are all independent factors, but India is our motherland, and the love, the affection, the devotion, the dedication and the sacrifice to our motherland, that is what is meant by nationalism, that is what is meant by patriotism. When you love your country, when you are becoming a patriot, it does not mean that you hate other country or other people. When I love my mother, it does not mean that I hate some other mothers. And when I am patriotic, it does not mean that I am a fascist or I am something else. Patriotism is a positive word. Patriotism is the one which is needed for the citizens of every country. So I am sure that you will be protecting your children, and my experience in about the 9th standard students still remain in my mind. I explained this in Malayalam since it happened in Kerala, But many people requested me to translate it into English and explain it. That's why I am giving in English also. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.